So, lastly, for our news, we got a random one, but a welcome surprise nonetheless, in the words of Chancellor Palpatine in a messed up delivery of that line, I'm aware. It seems like Paramount is working on a reboot to the Sleepy Hollow legend. Now, this has been done time and time again. You had Disney doing Ichabod Crane. You had the Tim Burton one with Johnny Depp and Christina Ricci, which is honestly one of my favorite Tim Burton movies. That and Ed Wood, I think, are fantastic. It's just this whole great aesthetic. And then you had that uber weird Fox show for like 5 seasons that... Why was that a thing? You ran out of fuel on that real quick. But is this you own the license to this, or is this a public domain thing? I'd imagine that the Ichabod Crane / Sleepy Hollow legend is public domain, but like the Tim Burton style of it might be copyrighted and they might own the rights to that. I'm trying to remember who owns the original. That being said, I'm down for this. This is spoopy and I like spoopy. So the original Sleepy Hollow, the quote-unquote original, the Johnny Depp one, I don't find particularly scary, but it has one of my favorite aesthetics in a movie, period. Like, if you throw an old European village with fog rolling in, I'm probably gonna watch it. Then have some people die or get cut in half like Darth Maul, I'm in. Christopher Walken, just fully unleashed. I'm gonna watch it. So I'm curious about this. I'm excited, but I'm curious just because that first one sent such a template that I think people might be comparing it to that. That being said, it's a cool legend. Short legend. I've read the story. It's not nearly as long as I was expecting, and also the original story does not have as much like dark mysticism as you would imagine. It's heavily implied that Ichabod Crane is just kind of a dick that everyone got tired of, so they kind of just scared him out of town, and he lives happily ever after somewhere else because no one liked him as a teacher.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what it is. I'm glad we pulled the same thing from that story. I'm fine. Yeah, absolutely. It'd be interesting to see if they try to modernize it, or if they try like what they try to do with it. You know what I mean? Because obviously reboot means you get to do whatever you want. So they're just, it's fine. Like, it came out of nowhere, and I also really enjoy the original with good old Johnny Depp. But yeah, it's spoopy season, baby.
I think it's interesting that it comes from Paramount, who,
yeah,
honestly, we don't really hear a lot from them. They're kind of scrambling to figure out what their own identity is right now, but good for that. Also, I think it's interesting primarily because when it comes to horror, we don't hear about Paramount a lot, or maybe I'm missing some really obvious ones, but when I hear Paramount and horror lately, unfortunately, I think Paranormal Activity and the slew of terrible sequels. But maybe they're like, oh, we clearly have a hole in our film division that is horror / spoopy. Fill it with Sleepy Hollow. That's a public domain property that we can do. We missed out on Winnie the Pooh, so let's do Sleepy Hollow instead. Some other Disney knockoff.
I am still so happy that that's a thing. I can't tell you how happy I am.
I just love that it's called Blood and Honey.
Yeah, I just love that. I love that, like, they're like, all right, guys, so the version of Pooh where he's wearing the red shirt, that is, we can't use that.
But if we give him pants...
do we put him in other clothes? Nah, make him nude. Oh, okay, cool.
If we give him jeans and a flannel, that's fine.
The problem solving, my dude.